Ja, du. Her kjører dere stillingen etter 3 omganger i Oslo-skålen.
And all of a sudden, Schlumpf of Switzerland comes in, 26-year-old, 4 times their national champion, but really pushing it on indeed. And Nora of Kenya, but Asefa has now moved back just behind Geiger into 4th place as they go over that barrier.
Yeah, Schlumpf's having a good season. She's been competing in the longer distances. Has got quite a few personal bests. She ran a big personal best in the Olympic final in the steeplechase in Rio, and has gone even quicker now, 9:26. So once you get under 9:30 and you get into a race that's been messed around like this one has, I certainly would be, I'm surprised that Krauser isn't further or closer to this. So Schlumpf decided, I've come here for a fast time, I've come here for a good race, and on she goes, pushing it on with Geruto slotting in behind her. She won the big race recently where a lot of these steeplechasers, with the exception of Asefa, were there. Geruto beat 3 or 4 of the others in the field in France. Schlumpf there with Asefa just taking you after that. Well, I mean, I can't blame the youngster. Well, you know, she should have known what she was doing, but never mind, she did. It was Asefa she took out. So Asefa had to take a breather as she got back into this. Yeah. But she's just going to sit and wait there now, I'm pretty sure, the Ethiopian. She'll be tired. So Schlumpf inevitably deciding to move on. Krauser now a bit closer, but still a 5 meters adrift.
3 laps to go. Schlumpf leads. Geruto in 2nd place, Asefa in 3rd place. Then behind Asefa is Kraus. Behind Kraus is Geiger now, dropping away a little bit. Then Chet Kemoy behind her. They're now beginning to string out down that back straight, the final kilometre of this race. But certainly the rhythm-sapping nature of steeplechase is bad enough without the problems of that water jump, certainly. But I wonder whether Schlumpf can keep this going. European Championship finalist, as Steve was saying, 9:26, personal best, season's best. She's having a good season, she said. But there's a little gap opening up now, and it looks as though Geruto of Canada is the one hanging on in 2nd place. And Asefa, still some work to do, but you just think a little bit of experience.
Krauser not running well at all tonight. I know it's been a messy race, but still thought she would do better than that. Schlumpf having a cracking run. I said, you know, she's been running the longer distances, ran a new national record for the half marathon, just outside 70 minutes. That's, you know, very good running. Once you've got that sort of background, that sort of endurance, and then you can really come to your track season knowing that that's all in place. So 2 laps to go then. Schlumpf still in the lead. Asefa hanging on, really. She's not always the quickest to finish, but she's hanging on here, and we'll hope that she can find something with Geruto. They're just sitting comfortably in. Nora Geruto, the 21-year-old in 2nd place, looking the most comfortable, but Schlumpf not giving them an easy ride here, trying to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. She's tall, makes room for those barriers, far easier for her. Geruto, the 21-year-old, former youth champion over 2,000 meters. She's come through the ranks, And now with the 9.15 to her credit, we saw her in Shanghai. She looked pretty competent there when the big names were there, so she wasn't too phased on that occasion. Some very quick times this season in this event, certainly. But I make the point once again, there is now getting a greater depth. More people are having confidence in their ability over this 3,000 metre steeplechase. And really Asefa attacked a little bit more on that barrier there and finds herself now, what, in third place? She's still sitting there. Has she got the finish? Well, we'll soon see.
Fabienne Schlumpf then. That will be the last barrier next time round. They're coming up to take the bell here, the diminutive Kenyan. Well, she looks tiny, doesn't she, next to the tall Swiss athlete. Now moves into the lead. Geruto trying to attack first. Asefa covers the move. As I said, Asefa not as quick as some of the others in her closing speed, but she is strong. Been a tough race for her today after being balked in lap 3. But it's between these two now. The age-old battle, Kenya versus Ethiopia.
Yeah, 3/4 of a lap to go. Certainly Schlumpf just wanders over those barriers, doesn't she? But she may be lacking pace, but Asefa now takes the youngster on. Asefa now 29, vast experience. Remember that recent 9-7 just last Sunday, but looks to be full of confidence, but not entirely, perhaps. She's looking over her shoulder there, and Geruto, well, she's not finished yet. Less than 200 metres to go in this 3,000 metre steeplechase. And it's a real battle between these two. Asefa, the favourite prior to this race. Schlumpf doing well, now dropped off. She's going to finish in third place, that's for sure. But Asefa now looks up at the big screen to see where the youngster is behind her. Good clearance there. Now, who's got the sprint finish here? Asefa really powering along, and Geruto coming through on her, and it looks as though Geruto gets it! Yes, he gets it from Asefa. How about that? With Schlumpf in third place, 9:17.28. Not a great time, but that's not worry. It was a good race, a good competition in the end. Okay, it was a mess in that water jump, that's for sure. But this young woman, Nora Geruto of Kenya, has won a major event, 9:17.27, and she truly deserved it. She was always there or thereabouts. Didn't worry about Asefa. Asefa looked a little bit troubled, I must say.